Now we have come to the last part of lections 5. We have in the last video we have solved the exercises based on verbs with fixed preposition, their question formation, their answer formation. The similar type of exercises we are going to solve now in this video. So let's start now. Wir beginnen mit der Aufgabe 26 auf der Arbeitsbuch Seite Nummer 117. Welche Präposition passt zu dem Verb bilde Sätze? Which preposition is suitable for the verb? Make sentences. Now here first decide about which preposition will come and then we will form the sentence. Now here anfangen is the verb. Anfangen always takes with mit. Always take mit preposition as a fixed preposition. Now the other words are the semester, Gruppenaufgabe, group work, group task, group assignments, manchmal, sometimes. So in short, the meaning is sometimes the semester starts with the group assignment. Whenever you use the verb, you are supposed to use it at second place. It must be conjugated. These rules you have to follow always. So we will start our sentence with the semester. Now anfangen is a separable verb. So fangen's conjugation will come at the second place and an will go at the end. So the semester fängt mit. Mit is a dative preposition. Gruppenaufgabe is feminine, so it would be mit der Gruppenaufgabe manchmal an. Or you can also use manchmal after fängt also. The semester fängt mit der manchmal mit der Gruppenaufgabe an. Or the semester fängt mit der Gruppenaufgabe manchmal an. Anyhow will be it is fine. If you start with manchmal, it is also fine. Manchmal fängt das Semester mit der Gruppenaufgabe an. Anyhow it is fine. Use verb at second place and it must be conjugated. B. Gratulieren Sabine ihr Freund Neujahr. Now gratulieren always use zu. Greet on some occasion. It is also very important here while making the sentences where you are going to use the preposition. You have to decide. Now in the first A1 we have decided to use the preposition with group in Aufgabe. Now in B we will use the preposition with Neujahr. Now Sabina gratuliert ihrem Freund. Gratulieren is dative verb zum Neujahr. So Sabina greets her friend for the new year. So Sabina gratuliert ihrem Freund zum Neujahr. Now in the C1 you have to form the question. You can see there question mark is given. Denken du oft deine Freunde. Now denken always take the preposition an. So which word you are going to use an, that is deine Freunde. So denkst du oft an deine Freunde? Because here WH question is not given, so it is supposed that you have to use yes no question. So denkst du oft an deine Freunde? I hope this is clear. Similarly, you try to form sentence D and sentence E, then we will discuss it. Nächste Aufgabe, Aufgabe 27 auf der Arbeitsbuch Seite Nummer 117. Schlechte Verbindung, bad connection. Ergänze die Fragewörter. Fill up the questions. Here you are supposed to use questions only. So you have to see what is the answer. If the answer is about object, you will make the question with wo plus preposition. If the answer is about person, you will make the question with preposition plus when or when. Now let's start. Ayesha, hallo Oma, wie geht's dir? Ich möchte mit dir etwas diskutieren. I would like to discuss something with you. Wie bitte? Dash then mit dir. Now you have to see the answer and accordingly you have to frame the question. Now answer is given mit dir. That means with you. We are talking about person. So our question should be preposition plus when or when. Mit is a dative preposition. So here mit wem will come. Is this clear? Über die Überraschungsparty, about the surprise party. Wie bitte? Pardon? Oma, about the surprise party. Now the answer is about the surprise party. It is an object, so we will form the question with wo plus preposition. Über is a preposition which is starting with vowel, so R should come in between. So our question will be worüber. Ich möchte dich einladen. I would like to invite you. Wie bitte? Dash lädst du ein? Oma, hast du vergessen? Oma, have you forgotten? Papa hat doch nächste Woche Geburtstag. Papa has birthday next week. Ich möchte euch zur Geburtstagsparty einladen. I would like to invite you for the birthday party. Now here for the birthday party is the answer. Einladen zu. So it is object, thing. So it will be wo plus preposition. So our question will be wozu. I hope you are getting how to frame the question. Then will you try to solve the remaining two? You try to solve it first, then we will discuss the same in our live class. Jetzt Aufgabe 28 auf der Arbeitsbuch Seite Nummer 118. Frage deinen Partner oder deine Partnerin. Now you have to see the question and accordingly you are supposed to give the answer. A. Woran denkst du oft? Now here the question is woran. So I should write the answer about object. Ich denke oft an die Sommerferien. Ich denke oft an die Schule. You can't write answer as a person here because woran is the question. But whereas in B, an wen denkst du oft? Here it is about the person. So here the question is about the person, so answer will also be about the person. Ich denke oft an meine Freunde. Ich denke oft an meine Freundin. Ich denke oft an meine Eltern. Any person will be okay. Now say, worüber möchtest du gern schreiben? About what would you like to write? Here once again worüber is used. So our answer should be about object. So I can write for example, ich möchte gern über die Sommerferien schreiben. Ich möchte gern über den Ausflug schreiben. Ausflug is picnic. Any object I can write. But in the über wen möchtest du schreiben? About whom would you like to write? Now here it should be about the person. Ich möchte über meine Oma schreiben. Ich möchte über meinen Lehrer schreiben. Anyhow, it is fine. But it must be person. So everywhere you have to check whether it is the question is asked about the person or object. Accordingly, you need to decide your answer. If the question is asked with wo plus preposition, you have to form the answer with object. If the question is asked with preposition plus when or when, then you have to form the answer with person. So now you try to solve the answer, write the answers of the remaining question. We will discuss the answer in our live class. Now we are going to see how to form dialogue for the invitation. Aufgabe 29 auf der Arbeitsbuch Seite Nummer 118. Eine Einladung zur Party. Invitation for the party. Spiele den Dialog. Play a dialogue. Hallo, Party feiern am Einladen. Hallo Nick, ich möchte eine Party feiern. Ich möchte eine Party am Samstag feiern. Ich lade dich zu meiner Party ein. Danke. Wozu feierst du Party? Now einladen oder wozu lädst du mich ein? Means for what are you inviting me? Einladen always takes zu. So better to ask wozu lädst du mich ein? You can give any reason. Zur Einweihungsparty. Ich habe meinen Führerschein bekommen, deshalb feiere ich eine Party. Ich feiere eine Party, weil ich meine Prüfung bestanden habe. Any reason you can give. Super, toll, gratuliere. Ich gratuliere. That means I congratulate. Ich gratuliere dir. Also, kommst du? then the question means confirmation is coming. Are you coming? Ja, ich komme gern. Nein, leider nicht, weil ich eine Prüfung habe, weil ich meine Eltern besuchen soll. Any reason you can write. In which here your verbs with fixed prepositions are also used, your personal pronouns are also used, as well as while is used. Whatever you learn, you are supposed to use it in the language. So that's why this exercise is there to form the dialogue. Aufgabe 30, the last exercise of Lektion 2. Arbeitsbuch Seite Nummer 118. Wie sagt man das auf Deutsch? How one says it in German. While forming sentences in German, or especially while converting sentences from English to German, you have to take care of the grammar. You have to keep the sentences grammatically correct. Now let's see few first sentences, then you can try to solve on your own. My parents gifted me a smartphone for my birthday. Now you can see here past tense is used, gifted. Gift me a smartphone. Here dative is coming to me. What is gifted? Smartphone. And on for my birthday, preposition is also coming. So first thing, meine Eltern. Gifted is haben geschenkt. Geschenkt will go at the end. Haben mir ein Handy zu meinem Geburtstag geschenkt. Go according to the words. No problem. But see that you are writing grammatically correct. Or you can start the sentence zu meinem Geburtstag haben meine Eltern mir ein Handy geschenkt. That is also fine. But the verb should come at second place. Now we will see B1. Radha is writing a mail to her German friend Louise about the Diwali festival. Now here writing mail to someone, to her is dative. About, writing about, so schreiben über will come verb with fixed preposition. So Radha schreibt, because he is writing is such type of tense is not in German, you have to write simple present tense. Radha schreibt eine E-Mail, but her German friend should come first, because dative should come first. That also you have to keep in mind. Whenever two nouns are used, dative should come first. So Radha schreibt ihrem deutschen Freund Luisa, Freundin, sorry, it is a girl. Radha schreibt ihrer deutschen Freundin Luisa eine E-Mail über das Diwali Fest. I know that the sentences are long, but that's why you can split it. You can check after making the sentence and then finalize it. Now C1, for the party, you can get drinks if you want. Here if is used, so conjunction is there when. Can is a modal verb. For the party is zur party. Whenever we are using zur party at the beginning, verb should come, can should come at second place. So zur Party kannst du Getränke bringen, wenn du willst. So for the party you can get drinks if you want. Similarly, you try to solve the remaining sentence. We will check the answers of the same. Now, as I told you earlier also, after every chapter in Arbeitsbuch, there is a Lernwortschatz. You can revise the vocabulary. Lernwortschatz is the learning vocabulary. It is after every chapter, after Arbeitsbuch chapter. So please go through that vocabulary, learn the vocabulary properly, so that your vocabulary will be improved and it will help you for your seen passage, unseen passages reading comprehension, as well as for your writing skill. So I hope this is clear to you. Now our second chapter is over here. Now from the next video we will start with our third chapter. Thank you.